Hey guys, how's it going, man? How's everybody doing tonight? Who do we got in here? I'm betting one of them's Chris. Sound off so I know who's here, man. I appreciate it. We got a few things done this week. Have a pretty cool video out on Sunday. I finally got around to cleaning off the car. I had at least an inch of dust on that thing. Hey Dale, listen, we decided as a group that we're going to have an intervention, buddy. You got a car addiction. I saw the notification when I was getting out of the shower, and when we're done live, I'm going to go in and watch and see what you bought this time. How's it going, Gorney? I appreciate you stopping by. Your brother's car. I mean, that thing is just tough, man. It's pretty cool. I can't believe he said it was ugly. It's a cool car, man. We're doing pretty good over here on the channel. I mean, believe it or not, in less than 6.5 months, I've come to have 99,556 view minutes. So we're less than 400 away, or 450, less than 450 away from that portion of what YouTube wants to see. But we're coming up way short on subscribers. So if you all know anybody, tell them to come on over and take a look. Not for Dale, Chris. We need to make sure he doesn't look at any more for sale signs for a while. No, it's cool now, brother. I'm teasing, Dale. Don't get mad at it. I popped out of the shower and I picked up my phone, and the notification for your video came up. So I'm going to catch it as soon as we're done here. I'll go in and sit down. They want you to get 1,000 subscribers in 30 days to monetize you again. Damn, that's tough, man. I don't know how you could do that, Chris. I've been working on it for 6.5 months, and I just made 381. Well, it was 382, but somebody keeps strobing me, and I don't care. I mean, it's like they'll friend or subscribe, then unsubscribe, then resubscribe, whatever. Yeah, I don't know how you would do it, man. I don't know how you get 30 in 30 days, man. You could try. I mean, hey, everybody I talk to, when I get work, when I'm talking to somebody, I ask them to check my channel out. Sometimes they'll hit the subscribe button, but if they're not into that kind of thing, well, I really don't want to get notifications. I don't work on cars. You know how it goes. But we got some guys that, my one buddy Joe, I told him he's my PR guy. He's got me like 3 or 4 guys from work to sign up. It's really cool. How's it going, Chris? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Or Lynn's husband, Larry, how you doing? I don't know which one of you alls is there, if it's both of you. Hey, man, I was digging your car. Anybody that's on Facebook, go over to my car build site, and Lynn and her husband, they're building some pretty cool stuff, man. They put some nice pictures up for everybody to look at. They're really cool. Hey, Eric, I'm working on it, man. You know what I mean? It's one of them things. Yeah, I'm going to street drive it, but I'm going to track drive it too. When it's done, it's done. I'm trying to buy really good components, and I've only got a X amount of dollars. I wish I was filthy rich, but I'm not. So every time I get a little seed of money put aside, I buy something, you know. And we're buying really good components. This isn't the rear's a nodular 9-inch rear. The engine's a big block Chevy. We went with a nice Tremix transmission. I got the state-of-the-art wiring harness, and yeah, we're going to get there. We got all new sheet metal. We're going to get there. Don't worry. I'm hoping. You're welcome, brother. That's a really cool car you're building over there, bro. I dig it. Well, see, yeah, I got to go over there and look because um, he's got good stuff, and yeah, it's like I think one of my biggest problems is my thumbnails. They're awful. I know they're awful. But I think I'm going to focus more on just photographs of the car. Nobody wants to look at this ugly mug. I don't know. You're sitting there and it's like I watched a couple videos today and they were talking about it. They're like, listen, nobody knows who you are. Not just me. The video. It's like get to it. So that's what I'm gonna try to improve on that because my I appreciate that, Chris. I mean, the intro's not the thing. It's the thumbnail, the picture that makes people want to click on it because my click-through rate's great. I mean, per view, I'm getting a fair number, like maybe every 20 people that view some subscribe, and that's not too bad. But I'm not getting the views, and I think some of it has to do with my thumbnails, and we could all work on our presentations, and I'm trying to get better at that. But I think a lot of it has to do with that thumbnail, and I'm going to try to get better at it. It'll stay together, Larry. Don't worry, man. Take a couple pictures of the welds. I'll look at them for you. Just breeze over them real quick with a torch on bare metal. Get that water off of there, and you'll have less porosity, which is that's what them little holes are that you see sometimes. We all are, Dale. We're all just learning. Like I said, I've been a member for a long time on YouTube, but I didn't start, and I put my first video up just about a year ago, I guess a little more than that. And I didn't even take that seriously. I was just doing it to log the car. And then a couple of people started watching. I'm like, well, maybe I could do something with this. And I got serious about it for like the last 6-7 months. And we got the view minutes. We just don't have the subscribers. We got a nice bump this week though. We got another 25 or so. That was a big week for me. I really appreciate it. Yo, Mike. I know it's all good stuff, Mike, and it's like I seen like a dashboard dress kit on Marketplace, and I contacted the guy and I offered him a little less than what he was asking. I didn't certainly not lowball him, but he included a dash, and I'm like, dude, I don't need the dash. I said, I'll take all the trim that you have off in the bezels and stuff. I said, and he wanted $250 for everything. I said, I'll give you $180 for all the stuff. You keep the dash. And I know Joe Whitaker down there at Real Deal Steel will buy the dash. That's what they do. They go around the country and they buy the dashes because they don't stamp those. Like when you see a new body for a car for one of these Tri-5s, they have an old dash in them. They just refurbish them because they don't stamp the dash. Well, I like the junkyard stuff too, fellas. But guess what? There hasn't been a swap meet for me in a year. So, and besides that, you know what? I work hard, man, and I do my overtime. And if I want to buy something nice for myself, I'm going to do it. It's not like my family wants for anything. I put my son through college. It's my time. I'm not going to apologize for that. Yeah, I saw that. Big block. I saw that. I think, yo, Chevelle. We all do, buddy. Not much, man. Same old stuff. That's right, Dale. Oh, dude, I saw a set of Kragers on Marketplace, and I'm talking 3 blocks from my house, and he had them for $160, and then he knocked the price down to $120, and I was gonna message him to say, yo, man, I got $80 in my wallet, I'll come get them. They had some pitting in them, but they were pretty cool, and I was just about to message him, and the ad went down. Somebody snatched them up. And they were like 15x7s. They would have made some nice spare front tires because, I got those 10-speed tires up front. When I road drive, I might want to get a different set of rims, for on the street. We'll see. I ain't getting you wrong, Mike. And I always see new boxes around your house too, buddy. You always got a new box. You're unboxing something. you're crying poor mouth to the wrong guy. You had a lathe and an end mill in your garage, man. I got a $100 Craftsman jobber drill press on my workbench, man, right there. That's all I got. Yeah, man, that was rough, dude. I just got done making that reference to my Cam last weekend, too, about his brother playing the drums, and that's what my Cam sounded like. That's cool. It's always fun to get a box, ain't it? Oh, that reminds me. I called that Joe Whitaker down at Real Deal Steel today. I got the lower patch panels. It's the first patch panel I bought for this car. Everything else was full panels. I bought the lower front fender patch panels. It was where I have the pin that holds it on the driver's side, especially. That's straight mud down there. There ain't much metal. My brother plays the drums, Lynn. He's a drummer. He's been drumming since we were kids. He's been in several different bands. You ain't got to explain yourself to me, Mike. All I know is you got an end mill and I don't. Well, I have one at work, but can't really do much stuff at work. Yes, tell us what you bought, Chris. I learned notes one Christmas. My son got one, so I bought a little $50 guitar. Then my brother gave me my dad's nice Yamaha. And I got the hang of like playing like Amazing Grace and stuff with the notes. But I when you got into the chords, and they say chords is easier, man, I got meat hooks, dude. So making 5 fingers do this stuff ain't going to work for me. All right. Well, I guess we'll all see then. Top secret. You got a big water a lake you can take it to, or anything right around the house, Mike? Yeah, there you go. I could be a bass player. Ah, snowmobile. Yeah, I guess they make both, right? Oh, that's cool. I fell off the back of a snowmobile drunk whenever I was like 14. Does that count? My buddy Bubba, we went to see a couple girls on his snowmobile, and I fell off the back. Mike, are you going to finish the story? Your dad gave you a Ski-Doo back in '79. Are we going to ride it this winter? Are you getting ready to refurbish it? What's going on? Yeah, I am. I right now. The other thing I'm talking about I'm waiting for my buddy to get back to me. He's got a relative that works at the Eastwood company. I'm thinking about getting one of them Contour C are they CHTs? You know, that's like a grinder thing to strip, but it has drums to strip the car. Because I'm going to strip the front at some point. I got to, if I'm going to use that tilt nose I built, I got to clean it up. It's a mess. Oh yeah, sorry. There's 100 of them. I'll tell you what though, there's a spider out here feeding, and I didn't kill him. I kind of kicked at him to get him out of here. He was as big as a silver dollar, man. He's out here eating all them things, man. Well, at least it's a happy ending, Mike. Nah, not a DA sander, Chris. It's called a Contour. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's like a drum sander for stripping a car, because that front, especially the driver's side fender, man, it's got a thick coat of mud up along the top. No matter what I did, I couldn't get the hood and the fender even. It's got so much on there. But like I said, it's all I had during the beginning of this pandemic. So I wanted to make something. So I made that. Came out good enough. I got to try to make it work. I spent $200 on patch panels today. So now I'm going to make it work. Let's see here. SCT, Contour SCT. That's what it's called. I seen one on sale on here, but it's not showing up now. Of course, it's not showing up now. You can actually watch people run. There's people doing videos on it, including the Eastwood company on the YouTube. So you can check it out that way. Once we do that, it's a Contour. Well, let me see if I can. There, run a YouTube search on that, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I actually suggested it when Dave up there at Scott Rods, when he was stripping his car, I suggested it. He didn't get one, but I did suggest it when I was watching him do it in one of his videos. I'm like, maybe this would help. I don't know. I'm going to buy one and try it, but they're really expensive, man. They're like, without a sale price, they're $279, and I seen one for $169 on sale. They said almost 50% off, and I contacted my buddy. I'm like, see if his family member could do any better. He's going to get back to me. If not, I'll wait for the next sale. I'm not in a hurry. That's just about the same thing, Mike. The drums are like this wide, but they also, for like the fine areas on the Eastwood video, they actually put a narrow wire wheel on there to show you how to get around the lights and stuff on a Porsche. I think that was the video I watched. It kind of made me want to make the purchase. Probably true. But you never know. Because after I get done this project, I'm going to flip a couple cars. It's like there's a F-150 about, I don't know, 70, 80 miles from here. Like look at the Vice Grip Garage guy. He goes and buys a piece of junk and just stands there and starts it up and gets it running. I can I can get an old engine running too. Fuel, air, and spark, man. You know. Yo, what's up, Playing with Horsepower? I was digging that video you put out today, man. That was a quality video, dude. Kind of use that. That's just my opinion. You know, everybody likes what they like, but I'd use something like that as a template, man, because that was a really good one today. And I appreciate the tip. I'm working on that dust cover plate for my bell housing, because with that, you know, the starter squared off, and that came with stamps to knock out for the stock round ones. I'm making a template, so while I'm up in there, I'm going to Loctite them bolts. Right on, brother. And I'm chugging sodas tonight. 3 weeks in a row, guys. Mike, they haven't had Diet Dr. Pepper in 3 weeks. Nowhere. I don't know what's going on. So, been drinking these Pepsi Zero sugar. I want my Diet Dr. Pepper, dude. I was gonna like contact the Coke company and bitch about it. I don't know what's going on. I know as soon as I got it, though, I'm going to stock up on it. Maybe somebody's hoarding it. Mike's probably hoarding it with his Ski-Doo in the back of his garage. He's probably got a whole pallet of Diet Dr. Pepper back there. Yeah, I like a cold one too. I got a watch though. I have to be careful with it. I drink too many of them cold snacks, they call them. The next thing you know, my blood sugar's through the roof. So once in a while, not as much as we used to. That ain't bad. Here for a 6-pack, a 16-ounce bottle, they want $6.99 for one 6-pack. Yeah, wobble pops, like wobbly pops. That's what the Vice Grip guy calls them. Yeah, but back to that, it's like there's a truck. It's $1,000. The bottom of it's rusty, but that's rust is nothing to fix. I mean, you just cut the patch and put the patch on, but you know, go in there and video and getting it running, you know, stuff like that. That, you know, people seem to like that. So after my long-term project's done, because I'm not like Dale, I can't run out and buy 5 cars and sit there and look at them and pull this one in and work on it, and this one in and work on it. I'm going to see this one all the way through, and then I'm going to do a couple quick flips, you know, just to have some fun on this YouTube and see what happens, you know. Man, that'd be cool. I mentioned them. and if I call them up and bitch, they just might. I'm not a Ford guy. I'm just saying, I was using it as an example. It was a 1976 150 for $1,000. It had a 360 in it, four on the floor, 4-wheel drive. And it says it don't run, but it ran when it was parked. It's one of them deals, you know. Okay, well, let me stop by and see if I can get fuel, air, and spark in that thing. Back it up on a trailer after it's running, you know. That's cool. Yo, JJ, thanks for coming by, man. Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, man, I've started up slanty sixes laying on their side on a garage floor when I was a kid, man. Anything will start if you give it fuel, air, and gas. Oh, excuse me, fuel, air, and fire. Yeah. We all know I can pick them, don't we? Look at what I got. It's nice now, but it wasn't when I first started digging in. I'm gonna save my trunk lid too. I gotta dig around in there, and I gotta find the guy covered up the keyhole. I can see it from the inside, so I gotta try to find it. Hey Dale, do me a favor. Measure your hole for your trunk lid in the back. Give me that information. the diameter of the hole. I'd appreciate it, man. Yeah, you got to do it right away. You know, you can, share it in one of your videos or so. I don't care. But I eventually got to get to that. And I'm like, I don't know what the size of the hole is. I can see where it's welded on the inside, but I'm afraid that I'm not going to line up the where the hole goes just from that. It's kind of, the weld isn't straight, you know? So if you can get up and over in the diameter, that would be cool. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Let me get a pen because I don't want to get this. Yo, Blue Yellow, how you doing, buddy? Sorry, I had to get out of the screen for a minute. How you been, man? I'm here, man. Every day, remember, I'm above ground today, and I'm blessed, and I feel good about it. Are you in the Northeast, out west, in the mid, or are you on Eastern Standard Time? It's a tough shift, man. I started at 5:30 this morning. Cool. So you're 3 hours behind us. Yeah. Yeah. I started this week. I'm working starting at 5:30 because shop boss is out, so I got to play boss for the week, or not boss, not really. You don't call it that, but it's a union shop. It's just go get the information and bring it back to the team in all the meetings. My chief's out west. Old Navy chief. He claims he's going to move out of there as soon as he retires. I don't know what's holding him back. A golfer. Gopher. Yeah, go for the information. Yeah, pretty much. Just this week, Just this week, I'm usually the guy who does the stuff, and I am still the. I go get the information, I come back, and I'm still the guy that does the stuff. I gotta go look in the mirror and tell myself, "Get this done." Mm-hmm. A little more than that. Yeah, they call it a level 5 at my work, team lead. Yeah, same thing. Pulling the short straw. That's right. Eight and an eighth from the bottom to the center, a 1 inch diameter, very close to the center, right to left. Okay. Thank you, Dale. 8.125. Oh, you're getting a shout out whenever I do that video, buddy. Appreciate it, man. I do. Yeah, there's no point. I'm going to try to save that. It's not in bad shape. There's a little rust inside, though. Every time I shut it, I got to clean my, channel out. Just a little bit, but there's something in there. I got to shake at it. I'm going to pull all that factory noise deadening out of there and see if I can clean it up the best I can. Okay. I'll see what I could do. I mean, I don't really have a press where I could round it in. Might just have to kind of dolly at it after I get it drilled. I don't know. I'll get a lock kit and see what I got to do. I lived in Alameda, California for 3 years. And I remember it was cold, windy, and wet in the winter months. You're what are you, Washington or Oregon or something? Damn. That's a heck of an offer, Dale. Thank you. I might have to take you up on that. Mike, cold and blistery, huh? You're in rare form tonight, Mike. Yeah, that isn't too far. I'm about 25 minutes south of Philly. I pulled this right out of North Jersey. I don't want you to have to cut up a perfectly good panel on my account, though, man. I mean, they fetch what, Mike? What'd you pay for that trunk lid you picked up at the swap meet? Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, see, $40. I mean, they're I want to say I thought I seen they're like two or 300. There might be a little bit more. Brand new from Real Deal Steel. When I was looking at patch panels, I was just looking at them, the kind of idea where the keyhole was, just looking at pictures, and they were a few $100s. They weren't cheap. Yeah, they make some pretty good cheesesteaks. I tell you, I'm in Delaware County, and Delaware County's cheesesteaks are better than Philly cheesesteaks. Like they'll tell you Geno's and stuff. They put like the cheese whiz on there. They're okay, but you come out here to some of these sandwich shops, especially around Chester, it's something in the water. It has to be because I'll tell you what, the rolls are unbelievable here. Uh, like I said, I'm like 2 hours from Carlisle, and I got to look and see when the next time they're going to have a Chevrolet swap meet because they usually have it. I think a big one in the spring, and they have a roundup with cars and stuff. And but this virus and stuff's got everything so screwed up. I pretty much gave up this year. Did they? See, I missed it, JJ. So I give up. I stopped looking. I guess that's my mistake. I'll check in the spring. I have to check it out. Iron Trap. I'll check it out. There you go. Playing with horsepower, putting a name to a video. My first name is Brian. If you haven't figured that out. Okay, cool. It's kind of neat. I got people on both sides of the state. I got people out towards Pittsburgh, and I got people down here. Dude, I'm still learning my way around. You know what I mean? I watch your stuff, Mike. I watch Chris. I watch Slow Sledge. I watch Gorney's new videos and trying to catch up. I'll check them out, man. You know, I watch Uncle Tony. Everybody watches Uncle Tony. Everybody needs a little Uncle Tony in their life, man. Iron Trap Garage. I'm going to check them out, and I'm going to tell them JJ sent me in comments, man. Yeah, it's like I try to catch as many videos as I can on my lunch breaks at work and stuff because I'm always so busy, man. I mean, my project's suffering a little bit. I'm only getting, last week I only got 2 hours in the garage the whole week, but I got more this week, It's just some weeks are going to be crazy like that. If the heater guy don't call me back soon on that project, I'm going to have to do it because I'm not going to wait around. I really like them and stuff, and I need to get the work done, though, Yeah, I like Uncle Tony too, Larry. See, now that's a cool idea, JJ. I'm gonna have to check this guy out. That's neat. Because, dude, I'm an amateur. It's like guys are like, "Oh, you're fabricated, dude." Hey, I'm just getting through. I mean, I can build you anything you want out of metal, but this is my first time building a car. You know. Yeah, that's what I do too, JJ. I go in the house. I do not get mad at my car. I'm not gonna take it out on the car whenever something ain't going right. I just stop, go in the house, relax, think about it, come back out a day later, maybe try to find a video or two to steer me in the right direction. You know, whatever it takes. Try to not to get too full of myself. Yeah, I like DD Speed Shop too. Now you sound like the Vice Grip Garage, JJ. Sounds like you're going to be on the pad or on the drinker side. Mr. Wobble Pop. Yeah, he's entertaining, man. He's got a good attitude. I like he doesn't cuss on his show. He doesn't have to. He's always got a something. He's just like he's naturally he's good on a camera. He's natural. He doesn't have to work at it. He doesn't have to brush up. He's got a very good personality. There's nothing wrong with that, Larry. Like I said, my brother, he's a drummer, and he do the same thing. That's true, Gorney. It is only metal. I've tried checklists, and you know, I get frustrated because I didn't get to this. I always sit there and I look at I'm going to get this, and done, and I get about a third of it done. I'm okay with that. Everybody's always, when you going to get that card? Well, when it's done. Mine welding, they bolt to the trunk lid, but you got to weld them to the wheelhouse. I made my own brackets because I got the mini tubs, and I made them shaped. I looked at the pictures online, and I made mine like the convertible ones. Yeah, but you gotta weld the hinges in. They bolt to the lid, but they weld to the wheelhouse. There's braces. I might have the old brace still laying around. I don't know if I threw it away. Let me look. Yeah, I got rid of them. They might have fell behind. I had them here, the old ones. I found where the top of the back seat got to be put back on if I was going to put a back seat there. I'm listening to you, JJ. You got the exact same attitude I do when it comes to it. Okay, just the hinge. You need the springs going across under the package tray too, Mike? I got leaf springs in mine, if you're talking to me, Blue Yellow. And I relocated them myself underneath the frame. Yeah, I relocated the springs myself. I put them underneath the frame. The perches on my rear, they're not welded yet. I don't have the angle set yet. That's not a big deal, but I want all the weight on the car first because I bought these ladder bars from Timeberg, and I got to do that all at once, kind of, you know. Yeah, you could use struts, Mike. When I took the package tray out, dude, I left the rod springs in. I didn't take them out, man. The first thing I did was I left the hinges welded to the old package tray when I put the new inner quarters in. Then I welded the homemade brackets I made to the wheel wells and the hinges, and then I cut it loose and put the new package tray on and welded that in. Never disturbed anything, and other than the hinges being a little squeaky and needing some oil, it opens and closes real nice. It's a little loud. Could use a little oil on there, a little grease. I think a little grease, a little lithium. Mike, it's one of the few things I got that's for this car. I had nothing. I got a set of pedals. I don't even know if I'm going to use them. I'm looking at some of the cool pedals they got online, man. They got some trick stuff out there, dude. I got a wish list longer than my bank account. I'll tell you what, though, you guys find a lot of good parts, like that part haul you had last month, Mike, with the extra light lenses and all that. I don't have anything like that around here, man. That's right. That's right. It'll let me know it'll alert me if somebody's fooling around with my trunk. Hey, how you doing, George? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate all the kind words on Facebook too, man. I really do. Thank you. All right, JJ, you have a good weekend too, man. I understand, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you. You talking to me, John? What's my gas regulator? Well, when I started the engine, his name's Chop Shop Phil. His name was Chop Shop Phil, and he held a funnel with a hose. Where's it at? Put it back. I might have put it back under here. I think I got it here. Here's my. I got a quick fuel pump relay kit. It's all the wires and everything. I think everything's quick fuel. Here's the bypass regulator is a quick fuel. I don't know if you need to see the part number or anything on it. There it is. I had my engine guy, Rob, pick up all this stuff for me. Size it up for what I got. Here's the pump. Bypass regulator, 4.5 to 12 PSI. There you go. Get it, John? Yeah, I ran one underneath there, Mike. I ran when my friend Kevin come over. He's real good with tubing. We did that last summer. I think I got tons of pictures on it. I'm not sure if I have a video. If I don't have a video, I'll narrate one with pictures. Thanks for reminding me. My buddy Kevin come over, and I'll have to put the camera under there and show you his brake line work. It's phenomenal. But I built these brackets, and they're not even welded yet. I just got them tech screwed to the side of the frame with outriggers, and I got a stainless 3/8. I think it's 3/8 stainless line. My brake line going to the front of the car, and I got a hump. I bought, instead of just buying the single brackets, if you want to call them, the little horseshoe brackets to hold the lines up, I bought the double to put a return line in there. And that was for if I need it for my fuel system, or if I eventually go to a fuel injection, throttle body fuel injection down the road, I have it right there ready to go. That's fine. Like I said, I already got it ran underneath the car. I figured, he said, what I do, Mike. See, you've built race cars and everything like that. When I get ready to do something, I'll research the whole job and I'll figure it out as I go. But you've just enlightened me early. That's all. I know what I got to look at now. You bet, John. See, there you go. I'm being educated as we speak. I appreciate the information, gentlemen. It's my understanding that engines like colder fuel. One thing I do have to look at, I'm going to try to either tomorrow or Sunday, is I feel like I might have put a little too much water in that radiator. We're going to figure it out. Chris had mentioned, I think I might have that tester in my shed. I still haven't dug that out. I've been working all week. And then when I do get free time, I come out here. So I got to go out in the shed and dig around and see what I got. I got 3 gallons of 50/50 and about 1.75 gallons of water. Maybe a little too much water. And I don't think the thermostat ran. I had that engine running about 7 minutes. If you go look at the video, I don't ever think the thermostat fully opened. That hose never got hot on the top hose. And I never, I had the cap off looking in there the whole time. I was waiting to see a little bit of circulation. I think I got to let it run a little bit longer. Well, I understand that, but I thought I had enough there and I didn't. So I put a little water in there. So I got one of them. I'm going to pull it back out and pour some straight concentrate in there. And I think we'll be all right. I figure if I pull about half a gallon of water out and put a half a gallon of concentrate in there, I think we'll be good. That's what I got. I got 2 gallons of Peak 50/50 and 1 gallon of Prestone 50/50. And then I ran out and I wanted to start the engine and I didn't feel like going to the store. So I topped it off with water. Quit yelling at me. I bought my radiator on eBay. It's a Worsley. That's Worsley, WORSLY, I think. It's got 3 passes in it. It's not strong enough. I'm going to take care of it. If I don't take care of it this weekend, I'll take care of it during the week next week. Like I said, I'll just stick that little hose in there, almost like a grease gun. You pull, and I could 2 or 3 pulls. I'll have almost a gallon out, and I can go ahead and put a little straight concentrate in there, and that'll straighten it out. Yeah, when I can't find what I want on online, John, I go right to eBay, and boop, comes right up. I bought it on eBay, and I don't think I even paid $200 for it. And it's a nice radiator; it's decent. It came with the fan. But when I got the fan, I think I made a video on it. When I got the fan, I think I I had to take the shroud, take it apart, and flip the blades of the fan around because I wanted to have it be a puller. A lot of people have different theories on it. Mine is a puller is better than a pusher. Because you got the wind coming in and you're pulling it, it's bringing the air right through. That was one of the first things I checked when I got a battery. Is I made sure it was pulling through the radiator before I started it, because I was curious. I never checked it. And my buddy Mike and his brother Kevin, they run a service station right down the street. So I just waited till they got a junk battery before the junk guy came. Oh man, did you guys hear that? Somebody burning rubber out in front of the house. I think it's like one of the kids that's in the apprenticeship program. Pulling in front of my house. He knows where I'm at. Yeah, clearance has something to do with it too. It's like I got 3/8 of an inch between my damper and the fan, and that's plenty for me. How you doing, Dave? Yeah, they're singing tonight. I was telling these guys I whipped open the garage door and there was a spider, man. He was out here eating them things. He was a big black one like this big. I didn't squish him. I just kind of shoot him with my slipper. Got my slippers on, man. Dave, I got to finish watching your windshield wiper video. I just started watching it and I was getting ready to end my day at work and the boss walked in and I had to quick turn it off. So I only watched like the first 6 minutes. I still got to finish your video and then I'll throw you a comment in there. I was surprised. A lot of guys go with the electric jobs nowadays for efficiency. That's old school, man. That's pretty cool. You're using the vacuum pump. I dig that, man. I can't wait to check the rest of it out. That's great. I'm still gonna watch, man. I'm still gonna check it out, dude. That's great, though. I'm buying an electric for mine too, because these came stock with the vacuum windshield wipers on them. Chris, didn't you go with an electric for yours as well? I think I remember seeing you had something up there about you had your wire ties on there. Yeah. Well, one thing, rain gear. One thing that I found out about those vacuum pumps is you can actually buy like a holding tank or a diaphragm to run in, have its own motor to make a vacuum to pull off of stuff like that. You can use it for brakes. You can use it for accessories like that, and it won't fluctuate with the engine. It's kind of like independent. Sometimes you can buy them where it's like an accumulator. I guess if I'm explaining it right, where you can pull the vacuum off the motor and it kind of holds it in a container for you to use later. And then they also sell the independent ones. Well, you guys saw, I don't know if any of you guys watch Fiano's video. He was bringing his ute home, and he didn't have no windshield wipers. He ended up putting the Rain-X on his window and got home. Well, there you go, Dale. Or buy a reservoir, like I say, Chris. You can. They sell reservoir tanks. That's great. But I'm going electric too. Don't listen to me. I just was looking at the different ways that people were doing them. That's all. That's why I was looking forward to the video. You can do that too, I guess. Just be like riding a bike with your rain gear on, right, Chris? I'm sure you've done that more than one time. I hope not to be caught too much in the rain in this, The tires aren't really built for that. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't have slicks, but I mean, they're not I got those Mickey Thompson, what are they called? Are they Sportsman's, or they got the flame, the tread kind of looks like a flame. I forget what they're called. They were on sale. I tell you one thing too. See, my garage is in the backyard. I had it just assembled so I could have somewhere to work on stuff. And so I got to go through my yard to get to the front and get to the driveway or the street. So I know this is going to be fun to get in and out through the gate whenever there's dew on the grass. I'm probably going to have to wait till the morning dew burns off because I don't think I'm going to go anywhere any other way. Imagine just letting the clutch out real easy. I think the tires are just going to go around in circles. I'm going to write that down, Chevelle. Pacific Western. I'll check it out. All right. I might have to do something similar. I was actually thinking about getting like cinder blocks and burying them in the ground, but the ones that have like the garden variety shapes to them, and just kind of like the width of the tire to get to the front where grass can grow up through it, but there's still a little bit of bite there, if you follow what I'm saying. I was thinking about that. I'm gonna buy a cable, so I can walk the computer around the car one of these lives, because everybody talks about this distributor clearance, and I'm assuming it's just because I got that Nicky subframe package. And he told me on the phone, John told me on the phone, you can put a big block or a small block in there with the motor mount bar. There's plenty. I'm swimming in room. And I did not get a recessed. I could have bought the recessed firewall. I could have bought the shaved firewall. I bought a factory firewall because I didn't know what I was going to use and not use when I bought it. So I just got a factory one. And I tell you, I got lots of room. But I can't speak for the Tri-5s because I got that frame kit. So mine's probably located differently. I think I'm going to be all right going on the outside if I need to. I got plenty of room right there. Not yet. Like I said, if I had to, I'll get a cable next time, Chevelle, and we'll walk around. I'll make sure next live, as long as the weather's nice, I'll tilt the nose and we'll look. It'll be fun, you know. I learn a lot from watching all you guys, man. Thanks, Dave. Chevelle, I believe you. I do. Dude, I don't even have a windshield. I'm not buying it yet. I'm just making conversation, dude. I believe you. I just said we'll look next weekend, and I'll have a better understanding what you're talking about. I do believe you. But like I said, I got that Nicky subframe package, and I think my engine's in just a little bit different location than a normal Tri-5. So I can't speak to it because I don't know. What I mean to say is my front end is not even close to factory. I probably want it hidden anyway. I want to, it's like I'm debating whether I even want to put a brake booster on or not. Because I don't want a big bulky thing on my firewall. I know they make smaller ones. I was looking at what are they, 9-inch? I was looking at them because I eventually got to get ready to do the brakes on this thing too. Believe me, I learned by talking to you guys. I write the stuff down. Dale told me what to look for the keyhole. You just told me where to go look at the windshield wiper stuff. I look at all that stuff, man. I got four-wheel disc brakes and I want to stop. So I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence. I know you don't, but I'm still on the fence on it. Hey, I was watching a video today, and the guy, he only had a couple hundred subscribers, but he had 26,000 views on this video. And the guy built the gasser, and this other guy was picking it up to drop it off for another fella. They were making a video of it. He had old school air. He had that air conditioning on a gasser. I swear to God, it was pretty cool. See, I just learned something else. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I think that was it. I think that was it, Chevelle. Yeah. Yep. It was had an older guy on it. What was the engine? I'm trying to remember now. I mean, he had a tilt nose, a fiberglass tilt on it. It was a tan colored car, like a tannish color car. It was a really cool car. It had a roll bar in it. Yeah. Well, hey, listen. You can't blame Dave, dude. I don't know if you've ever been to Texas. My father lived in Texas. It's the same, like up here in the wintertime, you have to have heat. In the summer in Texas, you have to have air conditioning. Yeah, it's a cool car, man. Yep, Chevelle, I agree, man. It is a bad car. The guy who built it was pretty cool when he was explaining it too. I liked his personality. I was thinking, man, dude, you should do some videos. The other guy that was interviewing him was the guy that was doing a video, but I found the builder to be entertaining. What do I know? I'm trying to make videos. I heard of that, Dale, but I never looked at him, and I'm going to look at him. Okay, I can't wait to see everybody. You know, like even Chevelle last week, you gave me a little bit of guff about not even using first gear on my, and it's probably true. But I can't wait to see what this rear does. It's what do they call that? That new technology? It's a newer technology. It's a TrueTrack. I want to see whatever. I can't wait to see how this thing hits the road. I'm probably just going to go sideways. See, Gorney's old school. He's like, what are you guys talking about? Air conditioning on a hot rod. Yeah. Well, like, yeah, you know, I sat there with the rear guy and he did the math, Chevelle. We'll see what happens. I mean, I was looking, I guess the biggest thing I was looking at is how do I get the RPMs down? What's the highest ratio rear I could use and get the RPMs down with an overdrive automatic or a 5-speed transmission? And this is the combination we came up with. And like I say, my buddy Guy, he's got that 68 Camaro. It's bad to the bone, but he's got 488s in his. And he's got the same tranny as I got. But I have to check on the ratio. He might have had that thing changed around a little bit. I can't remember. He said something about it. But he's like, no, he goes, I can get around pretty good with mine, and it's 488s. And he said he was actually thinking about dropping down to 456s just to be a little bit better on the roadways. I got 456s. It's a TrueTrack 9-inch nodular rear end. It's got the big yoke in it, the 13, what do they call that? The 1380 or 13, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, and The tires are 30 inches high, 12 inches wide. So I got a nice tall tire. I got a 30-inch tire. So that's going to help me with the ratio. Like, yeah, the 1350 yoke. Yep. I got 35 spline axles on a True Track. I was going to get the Detroit locker, and my rear guy, Alan, he talked me into the True Track. He's like, everybody's running the True Track. That's all I could tell you right now. And he goes, I got it in my car and I love it. And, I mean, you can hit it. You can lay rubber. Just don't sit there and lay rubber all day and you'll be fine. $22.53. I thought he had given me a lower number than that, but I believe you. That doesn't seem too awful bad. It's not like I'm going to go on 200 and 300 mile journeys, you know. If I'm going that far, it's going up on a trailer. And I feel like I can hang out with some fellas at the track with some nice tall gears. We'll see. You know, I mean, the name of my car is Sad News. And you know that I'm going to put on the back of that trunk, sad news you lose. Just in case I win a race, somebody has to read that. I'm going to end up getting beat up. I know it's going to happen. And I'm just kidding. I'm not even being serious when I joke around about racing and stuff. I'm not a race car driver. But if somebody messes up and I win, I'm going to talk a little bit. Well, what's high gear? What's high gear on my Tremec? I got the 600 TKO. It's supposed to be able to handle 500 horsepower all day long. Fifth gear is 68 to 1. 06.68 to 1. The new TKO 600 transmission's got a 327-1 and an overdrive fifth gear ratio of 0.681 to 1. And it says the latest offering has performed exceptionally well in some 600 plus foot-pounds drag applications. In my car, the maximum torque I got on mine came in at 4,100 RPMs and it was 510 foot-pounds. Me too. I learn every week on here, 55. I learn every week. These guys are way smarter than me. Guys like, I mean, Chevelle Ranch, he's been building cars his whole life, you could tell. And Mike, you go watch his, he's been building race cars his whole life. That doesn't sound good for me, does it? That's almost $3,000 at 70 miles an hour. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to like that, huh? Maybe I'll have to get a gear winder or whatever they call it. Oh. That ain't the number that Alan told me, but I don't know. Maybe I was looking at something else. Maybe I'll get a gear bender if I have to. I don't know. Vendor, excuse me. Mm. I was looking at them before I settled on this. I was looking at those Winners rears, but I heard they aren't very. I heard they break pretty easily. You know, where you could take the back off and change the gear ratio between driving on the street and driving on the track. Yeah, but I spent a whole bunch of money on the one I got, Dale. So I'm gonna run what I brung for a while. My wife ain't gonna want to listen to. I got to go get a different rear because I chose that one. I'm just gonna use it. That's that. See, that's the same thing, Mike. I'm gonna like run up to the cruise nights. That's about 7 miles away, and the speed limit's I think 50 miles an hour at 45 or 50. I'm not. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna hot rod on the streets. All right, the Tremec toolbox. There's a guy out towards my buddy that has that 68, and he modifies the TKOs. So maybe he could do something for me. Maybe he could change the fifth gear ratio. I don't know. Maybe one of these transmission shops. All right, I'll check it out. No, I understand what you're saying, Dale. I do. I know exactly what you're saying. That's the crown jewel. I got the Yukon nodular rear end. It's supposed to be indestructible. I was going to see if I could break it. Oh, we'll see. It's a gasser, man, and it's got 4-inch tires on the front. I'm not going to go fast on the street, guys. Blue Yellow, thanks for coming by, man. I always enjoy your company. Take care, man. See that? I bet you. I bet you Gorney doesn't even use earplugs when he's doing it either. I'm all right with it. Originally, I was going to go with a 4L80E tranny for this. And then I started looking into it. I didn't want the electrical, but you can get them manually shift. You can get them with the manual shift kit on them. You have to put that thing on there. But by the time you buy the correct torque converter and everything like that, it was getting outrageous. I finally said, "The heck with this." And Speedway sends an email, and they're having this big sale. I looked at it. They gave you a McLeod clutch, a Lakewood bell housing, the transmission, the hydraulic throwout bearing, and it was for a price I couldn't beat. So I hit the buy button. Buy it now. I know. Now I got 3 pedals. Actually, right now I have no pedals. I don't have a steering wheel either. We're going to get there, though. We'll get there. One thing at a time. I got to get the bezels for for the dash and everything before I even think about buying my steering column and everything like that. Wow. Me too. Morning. I'm already hearing from work. I might as well start getting hard of hearing from having fun. I'm installing the Tremec toolbox as we speak, Chevelle. Saying it might need an update and might not operate properly. Oh, I checked for update. I like the driveline angle finder. I know I'm going to be using that. That's pretty cool. What do you set your phone on there and it's an angle finder? Is that what I'm being led to believe? Vehicle RPM calculator. All right, we're going to go 70 axle ratio. 4. How do you put the 5/6 in there? Space? I don't know. Is that the... I did something wrong. It says 125,177 RPMs. I like it. Let's have a war over transmission. I agree. A gasser has to have 3 pedals. I'm 100% in agreement with that. Well, you lose less horsepower. It's my understanding that you lose less horsepower through a manual gearbox than going through a torque converter and an automatic transmission. You're getting a lot more of the crank horsepower at the rear than an automatic transmission. Am I wrong about that? The decimal. Okay, so for the axle ratio, what should I be putting for axle ratio? 35. It asked me for the gear ratio, and I put 4.56. Yes, I wrote 4.56. But it asked me for an axle ratio. What's the axle ratio? The second number. I got 35 spline axle. I thought that's what it wanted. Does it want me to put 456 in there as well? Well, then why does it ask for my gear ratio down below in the customs? I'll take that out. I'm in the RPM calculator. You can see, I don't know if you can see that. I put 456 in the axle ratio, but now it's asking me for the gear ratio, which is 456. Now it's saying 1600, 309. It's my final drive. Oh, on my transmission. Gotcha. Let's see. My fifth gear overdrive gear is not 8.3, it's 0.68, right? I'm looking at TKO 600's 0.68 to 1. Yeah. 2432 RPMs. My final drive gear is 0.68 to 1. That's exactly what my rear shop told me. 2432 RPMs at 70 miles an hour in top gear with a 30-inch tire. Now I could play with it. Yep. I can get it down another 200 if I went to a 32-inch tire. Yeah, I got the 68s. I'll go in. I'm going to verify that. I will go in the house and I will double check that. But I got the TKO 600, and I believe it to have this 0.68 to 1. I do like this calculator though, dude. Thank you, Chevelle. I will be playing with that on a consistent basis. I can't wait to see what this does with the angle finder when that job comes up. But I got to get all you know the rules, dude. I got to get all the weight in the car before I do that, or close to all the weight in the car before I set my pinion angle. And I want to put my ladder bars on. Yeah, no, it's cool, dude. Thank you very much. Or on a big wheel with his legs up and the pedals going like this. Well, that's why I was telling you guys at the beginning of this live, I was looking at these Kraegers that were on Marketplace. They were 15 by 7s, and they had a little bit of, they weren't crusty, but, you could see a little where they needed some polishing. But the guy wanted $120 for two. They're like $260 a piece rims. They were 15 by 7s. I was going to snatch them up. I was going to try to lowball him a little bit. He'd already cut the price $40. You could tell he just wanted to get rid of them. And I was just sending the message to hit send, and it disappeared. So he must have just sold them. And he was like 2 blocks away. Because I might want a little wider tire for street driving, But not when I go to shows. I got to have the little skinnies up front. I'll just creep there, man. I'll take my time. I'll drive like a little old lady getting there, Nah, but dude, you have to make that kind of stuff idiot proof for somebody like me. I mean, when I was when Alan built my rear, I mean, he went out of his way for me on more than one time. I mean, I had when I how I did mine, I cut my old rear out, I hung my new springs, and I bought my tires and rims, and I just put them up under the wheel well, and I only measure, and I laid them in right where I wanted them, and the only measurement I could give them was rim face to rim face, and he built my rear off of that information. He did a heck of a job too. I mean, the like Mike calls it the hog head, the center section, whatever you want to call it. It's right with the tunnel, man. He did he did a really nice job, because it's a little favors the one side, the driver's side, I think. But he said, listen, Brian, we can't set your pinion angle. You're going to have to do that yourself after you get the weight in the car. You know all that stuff, Chappelle. So, and I got that catch bar. I got a weld from the frame to frame for the ladder bars. So this is like some old school technology Steinberg came up with. He said they work well with leafs. A lot of people will say, no, you need those ratcheting things. John swears to me that I will not need them with his setup, and it's a pretty cool setup. So I can't wait to see it, the way it pivots, where he has his things. Yeah, 5/8 to the right. That's exactly right. Wait, whatever. I just remember it was to the one side. Yeah. I learned a lot tonight, fellas. You guys are all right, man. I got a big day tomorrow. I think we're going to wrap this up. I got to work on that house tomorrow, and then I'm going to come out here. I got some stuff I want to get done. I got to trim that plate for my bell housing for that starter. I'm going to get that done tomorrow. Right on, brother. I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for coming by. I'll catch you guys next Friday as usual, if you're available, because this is the highlight of my week, man. Talking to all you guys, and I like learning stuff. Take care, everybody.